Hey there, my name is Alexander Asey, and today I want to bring to you regret over experience. Now, before we go into the video, please, if you are here and you're new, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like this video. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Now, the thing is this: regret over experience. How many of you be like, what is this all about? Regret experience? Yeah, many of us today we're young. And instead of us to have experience, we are having regrets. Now, when you are having regret while you're young, you sell into depression. Because the times and the seasons you ought to carve out as experience, to couple yourself and move to the next season of life. Because if you don't understand time and season, you will regret every moment of your life. And most times when we tend to regret things, we don't regret things because we want to regret things. We regret things because of the happenings that happens to us. So once you have one or two happenings in your life, you as a young lad, you cannot regret, because your regret as a young lad ought to be carved into an experience, because this experience will build you, must build you, and should build you for the next stage. So while you are climbing stage by stage, you ought to understand that there is a platform that you need to get into. It's called the next realm, the next stage, the next phase of life. So if you're regretting your decisions today while you're young, then you are wrong. Because while you're young, the most important thing you need to understand is gather your experiences, because your experiences is what makes you who you want to be, who you need to be, and who you're going to be. So the thing here is, while you are young, I repeat, do not start regretting, because the times your table turns and you regretted the times you were actually sitting in the table trying to put one or two things, when the table turns, you will not have the experience to tackle the next phase of life. What do I mean by when the table turns? Now I'm sitting down here, right? And this is my life. I'm facing this right now. And as I'm facing this right now, I have a series of things I'm going through right now. And I need to couple myself very well to win the battle of what is going on in my life right now. So if I do not win the battle, if I do not win over this experience, this time in my life, I will not gather the experience. And if I don't gather these experiences, I am not going to, get a shield for the next phase of my life. So the people that ought to regret are people that are older. So let me just digress a little bit. Now, the regret part are those people, most likely your parents. They'll be like, oh, I wish I could do this. I wish I had done this. I wish this and I wish that. They become wishes. But while you were young, you are doers. Even the Bible makes us to understand that bear your yoke in your youth. Because while you were a young person, while you were a youth, you ought to pursue that dream, pursue that thing that you have. That enthusiasm is there. Everything for you to run with is there for you. I can say this in a platter of gold. But most of us, we plunge into regret sooner or later. We rush into regret. And when you rush into regret, I'll tell you, you cannot build for the next phase. So while you are regretting, understand this, that you are still young. You're still young. So therefore, if you are young, you ought not to regret, because this thing in life, or rather this thing called life, is in phases, is in stages. So if you keep on regretting every step you make, sooner or later, you become feeble. And you become weak, and you cannot move anymore. You start feeling that, oh, I can't do this. I'm not this person, because you started regretting. So when you start your life with regret while you're young, you ain't gonna go far. But while you were young, couple your experiences. Your guy left you, your girl left you. It's an experience. Build yourself for the next stage, because someone is gonna come that is gonna be better for you. You lost your job, it's an experience. You're going through one or two things today in your life, it's an experience. While you're young, this is an experience. And since it's an experience, do not miss it for anything. Not for anything, because this experience will mold you to the next phase of your life. So experience over regret while you're young. Bear your yoke while you're young. And take every wrong path or every wrong decision you made as an experience. Now you know this. Do not rush into regret, because you will buy into depression. And when you buy into depression, believe you me, is a whole long story from that place. It's Alexander Asey, and I'm so excited that you could join today. And if you have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button, like the video, and if you can share, please share. It's Alexander Asey. Please, I'll see you again next time. Love you all.